Alright, let's kick things off with one of the biggest deals in gaming history. According to reports from GameSpot and Eurogamer, Electronic Arts is about to become a private company again. The company has just announced that it secured all the regulatory approvals needed for its massive $55 billion acquisition by a Saudi Arabian-led investment group. We're talking about one of the most significant corporate takeovers the gaming industry has ever seen. The deal is expected to officially close on August 4th, 2026, literally next week. This acquisition has been a long time coming, with the approval process taking over a year of intense debate and regulatory scrutiny. But now that the EU has given the green light along with all other required authorities, EA is ready to make the transition from a publicly traded company to a privately held one. This is a game changer for the industry, folks. Now this is something fans have been waiting for since forever. GameSpot is reporting that legendary video game composer Mick Gordon is finally bringing the Doom soundtrack to a live stage, and we're talking about the full experience. Gordon is headlining the Radar Festival in the UK next summer with what will be his first ever full-length live performance of the Doom soundtrack, complete with a live band, a full orchestra, and serious production value. Now, he did perform a medley at the Game Awards back in 2016, but this is completely different. We're getting the crushing riffs, the industrial synths, and those earth-shaking beats that made Doom's audio identity absolutely legendary. If you've been waiting for a chance to experience that iconic soundtrack in person, this is your moment. Get ready for some serious face-melting. Love it or hate it, Sony is doubling down on its controversial decision to go completely digital. As reported by Eurogamer, the company has reaffirmed its commitment to eliminating physical media from PlayStation. Earlier this month, Sony announced that production and sales of PS5 discs will end in early 2028. During their latest earnings call, they addressed the backlash head-on. Sony acknowledged that people have strong feelings about this, which is probably the understatement of the year, but they're moving forward anyway. The company maintains that digitalization is progressing across all media, so this shift aligns with broader industry trends. Whether players like it or not, the age of PlayStation disc games is coming to an end in just a couple years. This has sparked massive debate in the gaming community about ownership, preservation, and where gaming is heading. Diablo 4 players, pay attention. GameSpot is reporting that Season 15 is bringing a massive quality-of-life feature that fans have been begging for. You'll finally be able to play the same character across seasons with the new character Rebirth feature. Previously, when a season ended, your character would get converted to the non-seasonal Eternal Realm and basically languish there until you deleted them. But now, you can convert those Eternal Realm characters directly into seasonal ones and keep them rolling. That's not all. Season 15 is also bringing back some absolutely iconic items from Diablo's history. We're talking about the Stone of Jordan, the Ring of Royal Grandeur, and other legendary gear that veterans will recognize instantly. Blizzard is even letting players test everything out early. There's a public test realm build available August 4th through the 11th, so you can get hands-on before the season officially launches. This is looking like a serious love letter to the Diablo community. Okay, D&D fans, the rumors were real. PC Gamer is confirming that Dungeons & Dragons' first ever Universes Beyond crossover will indeed be with World of Warcraft. This is a massive partnership, two of gaming's most iconic properties coming together. For those not in the know, Universes Beyond is Wizards of the Coast's initiative to bring other fictional universes into the D&D card game and broader tabletop ecosystem. While being the first major crossover is huge, we can expect cards, mechanics, and storytelling that bridges these two legendary worlds. This opens up so many possibilities for players who love both franchises. We'll likely see iconic WoW characters, locations, and themes make their way into D&D products. It's an exciting time for fans of both properties. Xbox had a rough year financially, according to PC Gamer's reporting. The company saw revenues dip by $1.7 billion last year. That's a significant drop. But here's the thing. Xbox leadership isn't panicking, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Asha Sharma, leading the charge at Xbox, is predicting a return to growth by the middle of 2027. The numbers are absolutely massive when you look at the overall scale of the business. But the narrative here is clear. Xbox isn't going anywhere. The company is investing in the future with Game Pass, new exclusives, and hardware innovations. While the revenue decline is real and worth noting, Microsoft is positioning Xbox for a turnaround. We should expect some big announcements and releases heading into 2027 that could reverse these trends. It's been a rough period for Elder Scrolls Online. GameSpot and PC Gamer are both reporting that ZeniMax Online Studios just went through significant layoffs. That said, the studio is making it clear that ESO is absolutely here to stay. Nick Giacomini, the new ZeniMax co-chief, has dropped a new roadmap for 2026 and 2027, and the message is, we're not just maintaining this game, we're looking to grow it. However, some of the most anticipated updates, like the combat and class refresh, have been pushed back into 2027 and possibly beyond. Giacomini emphasized that teams now have the runway they need to do things right, which basically means they're prioritizing quality over rushing content out. It's a tough balance, layoffs happening while promising big content, but the studio seems committed to proving that ESO will continue evolving. Helldivers 2 players, get ready for some grim-dark additions. GameSpot is reporting that the game's long-awaited Warhammer 40k crossover is finally happening on August 12th. Players will get access to legendary Warhammer weapons like the Meltagun and Bolt Pistol, though interestingly, the iconic Space Marines won't be featured. Instead, the crossover is spotlighting the Astra Militarum faction, bringing that 41st Millennium grimdark aesthetic to the game. It's coming as a legendary warbond, joining previous crossovers like Halo and Killzone. If you're a 40k fan, this is a day one must-check out. If you're a Helldivers fan who hasn't explored Warhammer 40k, this might be your gateway into that universe.